Welcome to another episode of eTraining Guides. Today we're going to go over the SCCM 2203 upgrade and some of the requirements that are needed to do this upgrade. So with the requirements, you're going to need at least the SCCM 2010 version or later. I currently have the 2111, .NET 4.8 on all of your site servers. ADK11 for both server 2022 and Windows 11 is the latest version. So you want to get the 10.1 22621.1 if you plan on deploying Windows 11 22H2, 21H2. The OS support is Windows 8.1 as well as 2016 and greater. There's some deprecation of the 2012 R2, so you should probably upgrade if you're still using that. And the Mac agent is deprecated. Support ends December 12th, 2022. So you have some time to upgrade and migrate your Mac stuff over to Intune. So we'll go over that in a separate video. Need SQL 2014 or greater. 2012 is deprecated as of July, so if you have that, I would suggest upgrading your SQL to a newer version, at minimum at least 2014. If not, you might as well just upgrade it to the latest, which is I believe 2019 or at least 2019. So with that, let's get started with the upgrade. So I'm going to bring my SCCM server over here. And I know that the 2107 is released, but I wanted to go over the 2203 at this point, just because I'm a little behind on something. All right. I'll go over to the administration, updates and servicing. So yeah, I know that 2207 is out. So we're going to go ahead and upgrade to the 2203. We're going to go over some couple things here. So I always like to run, for a major upgrade, I always like to run the prereq check. So we're going to do that. And then go over to monitoring. And there it is. I'll wait for it to show up. It does take a moment. Okay. We're going to go open up the log too as well. Get that. All right, during the prerequisite check, I forgot to mention that you'll have to remove the Asset Intelligence Sync Point role in order to continue. That's also been deprecated in this version. Let's see if there's any other issues. Nope, so that's it. So I'm going to go ahead and do that now. So I'm going to go to Administration, and we're going to go to Servers and Site Systems. I put it here, and this is the role that we need to remove. So we're just going to remove this. And that's it. So all that means is that it's not going to synchronize with the, it's not going to capture the catalogs, you know, like when you come into here and you come under here, and then just basically, it's not going to create this catalog. The inventory software will still be there. The information that's in the product lifecycle will still remain, but it's just the catalog itself is not going to be synchronizing the catalog. So, so that's one of the things you'll have to remove. So you want to do that beforehand. So I'm going to wait for that to finish, and then we'll do the prerequisite check again. Additionally, the other thing you'll need to, if you happen to have the Cloud Management Gateway, the single install, you're going to need to deprecate that, uninstall that, and you're going to need to install the VM scale set prior to doing the 2203 upgrade. So I don't have the Cloud Management Gateway yet. I wanted to do this upgrade first, and then I'm going to do the Cloud Management Gateway after. So that's why I didn't get the error. But if you, so I can't really show you what I mean by that. So if you come in here, you'll have your Cloud Management Gateway. So when you create it, let me just show you real quick. You see where it says Cloud Service, which is the classic. And then you have your VM scale set. So in order to see this, you'll probably, in this version, you'll need to, what I would recommend is installing this first. and then do a compliance baseline and check to see if all of the clients are reporting to this, and then remove your cloud, just your simple or your classic cloud service. In order to see the VMware, the virtual machine skill set, you'll need to turn that on. So if you go to administration, features, you'll see right here, Cloud Management Gateway with Azure VM Skill Set. So by default, that's turned off. So you'll need to turn that on. Once you turn that on, give it like 30 minutes or so. Then when you create the Cloud Management Gateway, you'll see that option as I just showed you a moment ago. All right, so it looked like my prerequisite check has passed. So let's just take a look at the, yep, pass. Great. So now we're going to go ahead and do the install. Install update pack. Yes. It's going to do it anyway. I'm not going to add any additional components, so I'm just going to go ahead and click on next. Upgrade with validating, which is fine. Now you can do pre-production collection if you're going to just do a, have a collection that you're going to test agents to. Before you push it out to everything, but since it's my lab, I'm just going to go ahead and upgrade without validating. And of course, I'm going to accept that. All right, so it's going to do another prerequisite check. So let's go ahead and there we go. Let's just show status. And we'll let that run through. Okay, so you can see that the Config Manager 2203 is installed. There are a couple hot fixes available, so I'll do those separately. So now we're going to go ahead and do about, okay, and then we're going to close that out, and it's going to automatically upgrade to the new console. That'll be done automatically. Now I don't have the latest version of the 80K, so I'm going to go ahead and do that now. It doesn't matter if you do it right before you do the upgrade, just as long as you do it before you update the boot image. So that's what I'm going to do now. So wherever you have the console installed, if you have a jump box or other places where you've installed the console, you'll need to upgrade all of those as well. So now we have the console upgraded to the 2203. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and download the latest version of the 80K. Okay, little note, the 32-bit versions of Windows PE are no longer included in the Windows PE add-on, starting with the 80K 411 for the version 22H2. The last supported version of 32-bit Windows PE is available in the PE add-on for Windows 10, version 2004, so keep that in mind. So I'm going to go ahead and download this for the 22H2. Okay, so I've downloaded that, so the first thing I need to do is uninstall the previous version, which I'm going to do now. Now I'm going to uninstall the PE, Windows PE. Alright, so now I'm going to install the new latest version of the 80K to support the Windows 22H2. Alright, so the WinPE is finished. I'm going to go ahead and restart just to be on the safe side. And then after that, I will upgrade the boot image. Okay, so it's rebooted. So now I'm going to go ahead and upgrade the boot image. Update distribution points, what I wanted to do. Reload with the Windows PE. Okay, so the 64-bit done. I click on here. So this version of the agent will be in a couple, 2 or 3 days, depending on how long, big your environment is. You probably want to set it for 7 to 14 days to kind of go through the upgrade process. And that would be done in this section right here. You go to the hierarchy setting, and you go to client upgrade. Upgrade all clients in the hierarchy. Now, I don't have, some companies will have do not upgrade service. I did it for 3 days. You can even exclude collections that you don't want to get the upgrade. You want to do those manually, for example, you can do it that way too. And then of course your client settings, your push, that's my account that I'm using. And then of course, it's just a simple whatever. I mean, you can put the fallback point on there as well and what have you. And that's basically it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put some information in the description box below on some of the prerequisites and information from Microsoft about the 2203. And if you like this video, give it a thumbs up, and I'll see you on the next one. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.